All right, so throughout these last couple of the drills I've given you, the putting, the thoughts, the mental preparation, of all that, some really good things that'll just kind of help you as a last reminder that'll transfer over well to the course. I would strongly recommend doing the drill where we started at 2 foot, backed it up to 4 foot, 2 balls from each spot, and worked around in a circle.
Yeah.
That'll be something really good to do. It'll get you nice and loose, build your confidence, and that'll transfer over to the golf course, building your confidence on the putting green on the course, with hearing and seeing the ball go in. Another thing, the circle drill where we drop the tees in at 4 foot, that's a good thing to do to help build confidence as well. The big thing I would say that would be best to incorporate into your game to transfer over would be the whole putting routine. So, reading the putt from 2 sides of the ball, picking a spot in front, just keeping a simplified idea of the putting stroke, just thinking about pace and hitting one spot in front of the ball. I think that'll help you make a lot more putts. So overall, real good lesson. I really thought you improved today. We kind of got the ball position a little more consistent. We kind of worked on some drills and things like that to help out. The contact was better, the roll was better, and you're making a lot more putts. So hopefully I've given you some things that'll kind of help you in going forward into your game, and hopefully you can make some more putts and lower those scores. So real good today, Derek.
Thank you.
All right, Derek. So throughout the lesson, we've kind of talked about a few setup changes, some in-swing thoughts, and some different shot selections from around the green. So just kind of in review, we talked about really favoring that left side and getting the weight on the left side, not breaking down the wrist, and trying to effectively use that bounce to get the ball up on the green, especially on these tight lies. As far as shot selection, we've talked about the high spinny shots, and we've talked about the low releasing shots. Those are 2 different types of shots that you definitely want to practice a lot, have them in your bag, because they can be real useful in your round and out on the course. Yeah, so overall, do you have any questions, any kind of feedback? How do you think that'd be something that you'd really be able to take into your on-course thing? What about the whole, one more thing too, what about the whole imagery thing about the touch?
I like that. Obviously I didn't do the best at it, but which shows I need improvement on it. So I think working on that, getting that feel, that would definitely help with the launch and focusing on where I need to land it to get it to my to the hole where I want it to end up. And in the 2 different shots, I really think once I not perfect but get better at them and get good at them, that you'll start to see balls closer to the hole, make more little tap ins. The scores will start to go down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, overall, you hit them really good. I think if you just keep working on those few setup changes, I really think it'll help your short game a lot. So real good job with that. So. All right, Derek. So kind of in review, we talked about setup. A wide base, quiet lower body, and short backswing to keep accelerating. That's a real good recipe for a pretty sound and consistent bunker shot. We talked a little bit. I did a demonstration about hitting a little low penetrating run shot. That's really good. What do you think about that? You think that that's something that you could incorporate into your game and your practice routine, and kind of
the low shot?
Yeah, and kind of include it into your shot arsenal, like on the course?
Yeah, for sure. Especially when you've got a shot like this and you've got a lot of green to work with. I definitely like that. I always like to get the ball on the green as quick as possible when I can.
Yeah.
It's easier to judge how it's going to roll on the green as opposed if you're going to spin it or not. So yeah, I definitely like that, and I'm going to have to try that out.
Absolutely. So yeah, just the big reminder, you know, neutral stance there, square club face, and the big thing is just to finish, you know, finish with the club in the ground opposed to the high finish. But yeah, I think if you just, you know, you keep practicing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great shot to have in your bag. It'll hopefully help you get up and down a little more around the green, out of the bunkers, and help lower some scores.
I like that.
So real good.
Like,
all right, so throughout the course of the lesson, you know, we've talked about a number of things. We talked about, you know, some setup. We talked about, you know, weight distribution. I gave you the quick drill about, you know, showing your back to the target to really maximizing your turn and to really maximize, you know, your power into the golf ball. We talked about a few imagery things, you know, with visualizing, you know, difficult shots that you actually see out on the golf course, and then actually stepping up and hitting those shots, but on the range.
Yeah.
You know, really good, especially that last one, to really help, you know, transition over onto the golf course and really help your game on the course and help your scoring.
Right.
It'll help you with those shots that you just, you know, the people just dread. You know, I think everybody hates, you know, 6T shot.
Right.
So to really kind of help you be able to overcome some pressure, especially in tournament.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, the drill where I had you put an alignment stick out there and hit, you know, some draws and some cuts around it, really good. Those are all things that'll really help, you know, if you incorporate them into your golf routine and your practice routine, it'll really help you help your swing and help your transition over into the golf course and help lower some scores. So definitely keep working on that, you know, going forward. And